What's up, everybody? Eugene Man Roberts here, aka the Mayor, and I want to welcome you to Town Hall Meeting with the Mayor. Today, we got very special guests, actually two guests, my homeboys, man. They're amazing. Aaron Farmer, music director, and my brother Sean on drum from Florida Georgia Line. So tune in, learn what they got going on, and hope you enjoy it. Peace. What's up, everybody? Eugene Man Roberts, aka the Mayor, Roland, and I am here with Town Hall Meeting with the Mayor. I got some of my good friends right here online with me, and so let's go. Let's just start it. Aaron, what's up? Introduce yourself.
What's up? I'm Aaron Farmer. I play keys and guitar, some BGVs, music director of Florida Georgia Line. Sean, what you doing?
I'm sitting here behind my kit in my studio, doing some tracking and whatnot. But I am the drummer / percussion / whatever I can do to keep my job for Florida Georgia Line.
Mr. Make It Happen.
Mr. Make It Happen.
All right, cool. So yeah, like I was saying, man, thank you guys for being on here. This is going to be cool, man. It's a good platform for us, man, to be able to talk and just share stories and history, man. And one thing I always realize doing this is we all have these similarities just as musicians, like whether we know each other or not. It's just as you talk, you're just like, that happened to you too? Like, you know. What was that story? You was about to tell a story to us, Sean. What's up?
Yeah.
Oh, no. So, all right. So, like, you know, we're doing these things with FGL, Florida Georgia Line. We're doing like we call it the quarantine videos, basically, where we're basically recreating the tracks and doing video for some of the big hits and maybe some of the not so big hits for Florida Georgia Line. Then we're putting them out on social media and just having some fun with them and just getting back to being a band since we've been gone from each other for a while during this whole COVID-19 dealio. But the story is that, you know, I got contacted today. I'm a bit older, so I'm like 47. But back in 1992, there was this band called Green Jelly, and they had a one-hit wonder out. It was kind of a spoof song, kind of a rock and roll / metal version of Three Little Pigs. And so I met the guitar player for this group out of doing a project here in Nashville called Rare Hair with a good friend of mine named Tyson Leslie, and a guitar player contacted me this morning and said, "Hey, lead singer of Green Jelly wants to know if you'll do the drums and video, recreate those parts for this song called Three Little Pigs, and we're going to do a quarantine video behind it." So that's what I've been working on today, is getting that done. It's pretty fly, it's pretty dope. But I don't know if anybody's old enough to remember that song or not, but it was so fun. And I'm sitting there reminiscing the whole time as I'm playing the song, thinking of what I was doing in 1992. So it was just super fun. But anyway.
I find myself randomly going through hard drives. Like I just redid my whole studio and I'm going through drives and I'm like,
yeah.
Wow. Then I found myself sitting at my computer for like 3 hours watching old tour footage. Just like,
bro.
Wow. And it's like stuff that never seen the light of day.
Yeah.
Like some of these artists, like the tour is so great. And it's like, oh, let's bring a camera crew. Let's capture it. When is it coming out? We don't know.
We don't know.
Give me a copy just in case. Like, you know what I'm saying? Aaron, talk to us, man. What you been doing, man?
Man, it's a little bit of the same. Working on the show. Like, I know tours have been canceled, things have been postponed or whatever, but I like to be kind of just prepared. So I've been kind of going through the old set list, some of the old tracks, some of the different intros, just stripping them back, repiecing them, doing some new elements, just getting it fresh for whenever we decide to go back out. And
so
kind of like Sean's. You know, same with like Sean. I got hit up before this phone call. I talked to 311's manager. They want me to do some stuff for them too. Talk about throwbacks. So just staying occupied, staying creative. You know.
Yeah.
I highly resemble that word throwback. So
yeah.
Sorry. I'm the same way, man. Like John has a lot of new music coming out. His new album's about to come out, so I've been getting like all the stems and all the files. You know, like pre-doing some stuff. Like you know what it is. Staying ahead of the game. The reality of it is, depending on the level of artists, will be their level of preparation and the money they have to front a production to kind of get it started. Because you know, with the way everything's going, like there's not many guarantees. There's not going to be a advance for, you know, tour production and different things like that. So some things will be streamlined. You might have had a month, but now the tour is so much closer. You only got 2 weeks, and you know
exactly
get done. what about like relationships and different things guys been doing, like talking to old friends or like this is like the time.
Seriously, it's been happening. I had like this morning I woke up to like a bunch of different texts from people I hadn't talked to in so long, like friends that are just kind of like, life goes on. People get married, they have kids, they move away, whatever. Just people hitting you up. Hey, I'm sitting in my house. I'm bored. How you been? I've been thinking about you. Like, I'm thinking about you too. How you doing?
I think that's really cool though, because a lot of people don't really understand that just in this industry, relationships are really important. And I think that's the difference between people that, I guess, not make it, but, are in better positions than others, shall I say.
Absolutely.
Because it's relationship and communication and just knowing how to build, like, especially like this time. I was telling a lot of the younger musicians, this is the time to reach out to your favorite person, like a DM or on a page, hey, just checking in on your family, hope all is well. And you start building those relationships. So what happens with that is you grow and everyone gets together and you may work together, you may not work together, or your relationship might help this relationship. So it's just, this is just a good time, just like I said, build on relationships, rekindle relationships, just restructure overall.
Well, we get so busy touring and doing all the things that involved with touring that we forget to do that sometimes. It's real easy to get so tied up in everyday life. Like for me, I have family too. I have 2 little girls and that kind of thing. So like my day never ends, so it's like I go do that and then I come home and I got to be attentive there. So it's really, this is a great time to not only reach out to those friends, but like even the friends that we have in the companies that we represent. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
That have given us gear to like work with and that kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's so awesome.
I think that's the cool thing about, even just with Roland, it's just a different family. It's different.
It totally is.
It's just different. Like, a lot of people's like, what is it like to, that relationship with Roland? Like, that's exactly what it is. It's a relationship.
It's like being friends. Like I talk to our rep almost every day. James here in Nashville is like, we hit it up. We write songs together. We just shoot I was about to cuss. We just chat and whatever.
Good. We good on here.
You want to fill him out there, Aaron.
No, he just like for real. Like he just hit me up the other night. Like, dude, I'm just trying to watch a movie. You got anything to watch? I'm like, man, I don't know what you're feeling. I'm like, maybe watch Fried Green Tomatoes. It's one of those
right. I think
Aaron,
a lot of people are being creative. He started this the Roland at Home thing. Like that's I think that's gonna go pretty far as just the amount of people that are going to participate in it. I've been watching it closely and seeing what people are doing. And it's amazing to see people with the same gear have different outcomes. It's like, okay, I didn't think of it like that. Like, actually, so this is a thing I like to do. So I used to have a question jar whenever I do this, but I don't have my jar. But I do have the question everybody always likes.
Okay.
What's the funniest, most embarrassing moment that has ever happened to you on a show?
Oh, I've got this one nailed. Aaron, you got your story nailed. You go for it, but I've got one nailed.
Come on, Sean. Let's go, Sean.
You got this.
I've actually got 2. If I can tell you both, I'll try to make
Let's go. Just in case Aaron ain't got one.
Okay. So the first one was many years ago when I was the drummer for Luke Bryan. And we had a female fiddle player in the group, and we were just kind of fresh out of the gate. He had a song I called All My Friends Say. It was kind of like one of his first big hits. And so we're out on tour, and first time that we're in arenas and that kind of thing. So we're sitting in there. I think it was on the Blake Shelton tour or something like that. But at that point is when I started wearing a lot of skinny jeans. And so we're standing behind the curtain. We're getting ready to go. And of course, we're the opening act, so you don't get very many opportunities or this, that, and the other. Like when it's time to go, you got to go.
You got to go because if not, you're cut.
And so I get up on stage. I'm behind the curtain, and the beginning, the intro music is playing, and I'm starting to stretch my legs out. Right, I stretched way too far and split my pants from the upper portion all the way around to the back. And I couldn't tell anybody on stage because at that point we're on stage and there was nothing I could do. And guess who did not wear underwear that night? So I'm sitting at the drum kit and I'm playing, and I normally stand up and have fun with the crowd, but I'm sitting the whole time, and the fiddle player is a female. It's like, man, he's not into this tonight. Like, what's going on? And so she runs up onto the drum riser to see what's up. And the whole time I'm like shaking my head, don't come up here. But it was too late. She came up there and looked down, and there it was. in all its glory. But needless to say, that was the first embarrassing moment. The second one actually happened with Florida Georgia Line. Aaron, this was before your time.
This is back in your spandex days?
Same kind of situation when we're the opening act, and this was like the beginning of when we started using Ableton Live. And so I'm already frustrated with it because I've never used Ableton in my life at that point. And so we just having all kinds of mishaps happening, like we didn't have a solid straight drive computer, and we had thresholds set too high, and you know, all this
everywhere.
So it was triggering, like it would go into a song and it would trigger a different song. Anyways, I was so frustrated before we even went on stage that I had my in-ears a little loose, right? And so I didn't pull them, I didn't strap them up back behind my head. And we get up there and the music's playing, and I go to hit the first hit of this thing, and my sticks come back and grab my in-ears. And I throw them because I'm slinging the sticks down to hit the drum, and my in-ears fly off into the crowd. And at that point, it was literally it was a game to see who could slow this down the furthest. Because you're getting
the furthest and the fastest.
And the fastest, because you're hearing slapback.
Yeah.
Point. And so when you're hearing slapback, you feel like, oh, this song is, what's going on? Everybody's speeding up the drag. It was a messed up ordeal, man. Like those are the two most embarrassing things that have happened to me on stage.
Man, I think for me, I think I got maybe two. Okay, so maybe back in 2012, I was playing keys with Nick Carter from Backstreet Boys. He was doing a solo run, and he had this whole thing with super space theme. So we had the entire band dressed up like astronauts on stage, looking ridiculous. It's great. And the helmet we were wearing starts spinning around while we're trying to like play these songs. We're playing songs, we're singing BGVs, all that thing. It's spinning around and fogging up. You see your guitar players like trying to get his. I'm trying to do this. The microphone's caught in it. That's probably
it's like The Exorcist.
Yeah. So you got all these people trying to play music and fixing their helmets, and it was a shit show. It was good. Second one happened with FGL. We're playing a country festival. For whatever reasons, the track rig and the backup computer decided to start just going wonky in the middle of a guitar solo. So like we're playing beats like this, just going, and then it just starts speeding up during the solo, and then it goes back to the beat at the end of the solo, and everyone's looking at each other on stage like, was that a joke? What's going on?
Let's be honest, you weren't looking around at everybody else. You were looking at the drummer because it was the drummer's fault.
I'm always looking at you, Papa. I'm always looking at you.
I'm gonna be honest. The MD drummer relationship is always the best. Like with John, Rashid Williams is the drummer with John, and I've been on the gig for about going on 15 years, and John, Rashid's been on probably like 10, maybe 12, but it's like we grew up together too, so it's just like when I'm programming, it's like 3 a.m. Hey, she, listen to this. Like that kind of cool. All right, cool. Like it's just like that relationship, and it's just like, hey, we got to edit the show. Hey, listen, bro. As long as you know the clicks, I need you to set us up after that 16. We go, ain't gonna be lost. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's just a level of trust and faith in that. Like, I like y'all relationship. Y'all have good energy, man. I'm sure you guys are a ball of fun on the road.
Oh yeah, he's my go-to. He's the only one that gets music outside of just country. Like he'll throw things from like throwback stuff to like stuff that I've never heard of, the stuff that I don't expect anybody else to listen to.
Yeah,
he's always there. He's always pumping me up musically and just being a good ear and a good shoulder to lean on to. So
yeah, thank you, Big Daddy. You back at you.
That's dope. That's dope. Before we get out of here, is there anything you guys want to share? Like anything you guys want to promote? Anything you want to say? What's up? What y'all want the people to know?
Man, I want to promote Aaron, man. Aaron's our man. He takes care of everything for us. So I mean, he's doing a great job, and I want to throw a shout out to him while we're here because he's killing it.
Dope.
Thanks, Papa.
That's dope, man.
Thanks, Papa.
I'll expect payment for that later. I'll expect payment via PayPal.
I got you.
I need that bribe we talked about before we got on this call. That is funny.
Man.
Cool. Yeah, man. We're about to get out of here, man. Thank you guys for joining in. We're gonna share some of the cool content you guys sent in to go with this, and they're gonna making a thing. It's gonna be cool.
Thanks for having us, bro. This was awesome.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Man. I just connected with you on the gram, Aaron. I'm gonna connect with you too, Sean, and then we'll just stay in contact. I'll shoot y'all my number, and we'll do something.
I love that.
Everybody got gear now. Ain't no reason we can't work and do some stuff.
Right,
bro.
Definitely.
I'm in.
All right, cool. Thank you guys.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Shout out to my homeboy Sean and Aaron. Amazing individuals. We've been connected. We're going to show you some of the stuff we've been working on because, it's all about collaborating. We talked about that in the interview. So thanks to Roland, thanks to Joel, thanks to Nelly and Igor and Kristen and Brian and the whole squad. Eugene Man Roberts, a.k.a. The Mayor, and we are out.